Never could have been thinking I would know what the future bring. All the highs and lows, said I'm going though the world must bend. Now I'm sitting like no one can raise me. All the phone calls I'm ignoring, see. Now I'm just one kiss, my weakness. Just a little from me. Worry way too much, got a policy. Didn't give me a look, just be honesty. Now it's all on me, it's pretty. Oh, I'm just gonna get away. All the phone calls I'm ignoring, see. I'm blessed, just one kiss, my weakness. Just a little from me. Good evening. Good late evening. So, I did a stream earlier. Gemini, it is so good to see you. Blessings, sister. I hope all is well with you. Thank you for stopping by. And you as well. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Peace, sister. Yah bless. So, I came on early this morning and I talked quite a bit about the whole Lizzo situation, fiasco, shall I say, that everyone and their mama and their papa is talking about. And I was persistent that I was not going to tear her down and, well, being very empathetic, being very, in spite of everything that took place, in spite of her attire, in spite of her doubling down, in spite of her attitude, all of that, just taking an overall look at everything as much as I could without being distracted. And what I decided to do after the fact of
the Rockets extended an invitation to Lizzo to come and do her thing on our court. Well, their court, because it's not like it's my court, but I'm here in Houston area. So, and of course, she's super excited and everything, and I don't blame her because, like I said earlier, everyone wants some kind of attention, and there's nothing wrong with wanting attention. There's good attention, there's bad attention, whatever, but everyone wants attention. Good evening, Josh. Good to see you. So, being an artist who's out there, a lot of great things are happening for her in her life. A lot of dreams and aspirations are being manifested. And everyone who desires something and ever really wanted something, and you begin to get a taste of that, you begin to get a feel for that, doors begin to open for you, and you're in that place where you feel like all your efforts, everything that you have worked towards, is beginning to manifest. It's beginning to happen for you. And it's beginning to happen for you in just the way, in a way that you imagine, but you never imagined at the same time. And if you ever struggled with self-esteem or struggled with confidence or struggled with not being accepted or not fitting in or any of those things, and in those struggles, a dream that you had in spite of is being manifested. I think anyone who's ever remotely that even a little bit can relate to that, can understand someone being excited for being accepted for who they are and what they are and the way they are, even if nobody else approves. So I have this thing about not only, good evening, Jack. I have this thing about not only do I not want to tear other Black women down, not only do I not want to rip another Black woman apart, I want to, or shall I say, I also have this thing about quote unquote checking, trying to correct someone, trying to hold someone accountable or responsible that I don't know. And that's whether it's a man or a woman, whatever. And not that I don't believe in sisterhood or anything, but a sisterhood, like a brotherhood, to me is something that you form in your circle. It's something that you form a circle of. It is something that you form with people that you establish a rapport with. That is your sisterhood. That is your brotherhood. That is your circle. And anyone that's not really in your circle, anyone that's not really a part of your sisterhood or your brotherhood is a random person. So I personally, I do not subscribe to the idea of checking people at random, especially in a society where you don't know people's mindset, you don't know what people online or offline, you don't know what people are capable of, you don't know their psychosis, their mental or emotional stability, like you don't know any of that. And at the same time, I also don't feel like personally I have to give everything in every situation and make it about me or involve myself in it or allow myself to be consumed by it. And I think that as a society, as a whole, we really allow ourselves to be so consummated by the lives of other individuals that don't really have anything to do with us. And we do so, in my opinion, while neglecting those really that are around us. Hello, Mika B. Good to see you passing through. I didn't get a chance to say hi earlier because I was driving and trying to text before the live went off. I totally understand, Mika B. You and I are good, darling. Thank you. And I know it's late. You probably have to get up and go to work in the morning or something. So get you some rest and have a good night. And thank you for coming through. Oh, and good evening, Jack. I see you. Attention is a drug that must be carefully consumed. So, nevertheless, oh, you're on your lunch break? Oh, okay. Oh, and you stopped to speak on your lunch break. Thank you. So, nevertheless, though, I did feel, and I will do this from time to time, if I feel in my spirit that I should do or say something, then I pretty much try to be obedient to that. So that happened. And so I reached out to her on Twitter. Now, once again, everyone, up until a few weeks ago, I never heard of her, even though she's around here in my hometown. I never heard of her, never heard her music, never knew anything about her or anything like that. She totally was not in my radar, as many people are not. And when you live a life like I do, where you don't really watch TV, you don't really listen to the radio, you don't really do things that are common to society's norms, a lot of things and a lot of people are just simply not in your radar. Good evening, good late evening, Art. Nevertheless, I felt compelled to reach out to her on Twitter. Because something else that I personally do not really believe in is I really do not believe in just talking about people and what they're doing and their behaviors or whatever, if it's disgusting or something that I don't approve or don't approve of, even though they're celebrities, frankly, I don't even believe in and I don't see the point in just talking about them unless you're quote unquote clout chasing or unless you are a reporter or it has an impact on your life. I don't really see the point of just talking about them. or unless that's what your platform is all about. And that is not what my platform is about. And I am not impacted, but I don't believe in just and I don't, my channel is not a gossip channel. I'm not a celebrity news channel. And I'm one of those people where, quite frankly, I don't give a crap what these celebrities are doing. Frankly, I don't give a crap really what anybody is doing that's not a part of my life. But nevertheless, I felt compelled to reach out to her on Twitter. And that is a sisterhood because, like I said, she's not in my circle. But as a woman, as a womanhood, because if I am going to address, really address something with someone or talk about something that celebrities are doing or whatever, and I'm not a gossip channel or anything like that, I'm not a celebrity news channel, reviews channel, I'm none of that, and I have no intention or desire to be. So I do feel if I'm really going to speak on it, even if I don't know them, the least I can do personally is try to reach out to them. So I did. I reached out to her on Twitter. And I'm going to read the message that I sent to her on Twitter, my deepest expression. I said, Lizzo, I love that you are bold, confident, and have found your beautiful voice. You are such a talented young woman. Lots of people think, well, I had a typo, but lots of people think your behavior at the Lakers game was one of low self-esteem and desperation. I am not sensing that. While there may be some truth to it, I believe that there's more to you and your story. Lizzo, I think that you are beautiful. I'm concerned about your health, but not that your size isn't standard. I think that you were really just being yourself and having fun at the Lakers game. Lizzo, even if you were skinny, I honestly would have found that outfit disgraceful, even if you didn't work. But please, while doing you, consider these words. Like it or not, society does have a double standard and always renders backlash to those who are on the opposing end of it. In this case, size. So stay ready for it. And there's a fine line between living fully self-expressed and disrespecting ourselves, especially as a woman. Just because we can do something doesn't mean that we should. I dare not tear you down or rip you apart. That is not what I came to do. I come to build you up with truthful words and constructive criticism if you shall receive it. I wish many other young people had someone to approach them with such understanding and well intentions. People can like you and cheer you on without respecting you. But we owe it to ourselves to respect ourselves first. There are classy and respectful ways to boldly express yourself, even in the nude, and your ways are not that. As a woman who also loves nakedness, I'd be willing to share some beautiful tips. You don't need me to make you more famous, obviously. But woman to woman, I believe that I can be a benefit to you, and I'd love to do so. Much love, Lizzo, and may the sun shine on you, reigning woman. That will be about the gist of what I can and will do. And those are my deepest authentic expression. And I don't know. I don't know if Lizzo will respond. She may or may not. But the point of it for me is that as another woman, and as obviously someone who is older than her, and who has not walked in her shoes, if I was going to really talk about her or the behavior and really feel any kind of way, to be constructive as well as complimentary versus just talking, just joining the many other voices that may or may not make a difference. See, to me, to talk about a problem around a person is easy. And again, I say, I'm not a fan of double standards. Yes, I accept them, but I am not a fan of them. That is all. So, woman to woman was my approach. Thank you all for listening. I hope everyone have a wonderful night. Josh, keep it techie. I appreciate your presence. Thank you for stopping through. You are new in my chat room, so I appreciate your presence. Keep It Techie is also one of the members of the Black Brain Trust and contributors to the Black Brain Trust. Thank you, Mika B, for stopping through. And of course, thank you, Jack Spade. And Art, good to see you, darling. It's been a while with you. Haven't been over here. So thank you. Thank you, everyone that listens. And of course, thank you, Gemini. And if you're catching this on the replay, good evening, CEO. If you're catching this on the replay, I'd like to render this thought to you as well. A lot of times we are very much living in glass houses while we're throwing rocks. If you're going to join the voices of others when it comes to talking points, when it comes to addressing behaviors and things that celebrities do and things that you don't like or whatever, I render this thought to you. Make sure that you yourself are not living in a glass house. Make sure that the stones that you're throwing are not going to be stones thrown back at you. And on that note, everyone, have a good night. Thank you for coming through, and God bless. Peace.